I want to offer some insight into the problem of comparing yourself to other people. And because of social media, and really there's even more deeper issues than just social media, but because this is just like so mainstream, it's very easy to fall into the trap of comparing yourself to others. Although the root solution, or the root of the problem, isn't just, social media. The root of the problem is the human mind, right? So habitually comparing yourself to other people is, of course, wired into your own mind, right? It's a habit that you've built up over time. And in this video, I want to give you a little bit of insight into how to go about deconstructing this pattern, right? So I want to really emphasize the importance of getting in touch with yourself, right? The core reason as to why you actually habitually compare yourself to other people is because you're very disconnected from yourself. This is why the mind is doing this, because there's parts of you that are actually lacking in integration, and they're trying to emerge in this sort of way of comparison. It's an unconscious habit fueled by emotion and wounds inside of you that need to be brought to the light of your own attention, of your own awareness, and properly integrated. On top of that, I want to just list off some questions to ask you so that you can begin to get clearer about your own life, right? And as the video goes on, I'll teach you how to begin to let go of the unconscious habit of comparison. So what are some things to really give your attention to so that you can stop comparing yourself to others? Okay. What is your path in life, right? Have you ever decided to sit down for an hour straight and really just contemplate this one question? What does it even mean to have my own path in life, right? What are you actually passionate about? Where does your own curiosity take you? Where does your own intrinsic motivation take you, right? Basically, the core of what I'm saying here is that your path is not their path. And you need to actually really get this one and return to this insight over and over and over and over again. Because the comparison that you're making from yourself to another person, in this case, isn't a very accurate comparison. You actually have very different, let's say, personality types, life paths, potentially goals, values, right? Different alignments, right? Sorry, there's a mosquito. Just enjoying my camera. So what you need to learn based off your current stage of life, chapter of life, phase of life, level of development, and level of consciousness can be and often is different from other people, especially the people you are comparing yourself to. Right? So the experience you need to wake up to your true nature, right, to your own real path in life, right, to your authentic self as well, right, is going to be different from the people you compare yourself to. Like I said, this is not actually an accurate comparison. So the core of this is that you actually have to value yourself more. Now, how do you actually value yourself more? Right? I want you to pay attention to where your awareness is actually going. All right? Where is your attention going throughout your day? To your phone? To food? To this person? To that person? Do you ever just sit and sustain attention on yourself? Right? So by sustaining awareness on yourself rather than unconsciously and mechanically living in the ways that you currently are, you actually begin to value yourself in a very instinctual way. Because the changes here that we're trying to make happen below the threshold of our thinking mind, right? Our thoughts of comparison are actually a symptom of the underlying problem, which is more emotional. It's more wired into our subconscious, which is what we really have to be focusing on if we want to solve this problem. All right, so I want to give you a little bit of an exercise right now. I want you to bring attention to your own thoughts. Bring just pure awareness to your thoughts, just watching them, rather than being absorbed in them and identified with them. And I want you to do that with the feelings and sensations in your body as well. Feeling your butt on your chair, your feet on the floor, your breath going in and out. Right? And I want you to notice that you weren't really doing that before. All this stuff, it was just autopilot. You were really disconnected from yourself. You didn't have this felt sense of connection to yourself, right? The key word there is a felt sense of connection, right? This is mindfulness, right? And without that felt sense of connection, you're disconnected from yourself. This is a need when it comes to being connected to yourself. You need to be grounded and inhabiting your body, grounded in and inhabiting your body, right? Not disassociating from the sensations and the flow of experience happening inside of you. Right? So you need to bring the pattern of comparison to your conscious awareness, giving it mindful awareness, mindful attention. Bring it to conscious attention rather than unconsciously doing it over and over and over again. Your continuous awareness of it is what's going to heal it. You need a meditation practice. There's no way to do this without being able to sit down and slowly over time get grounded within yourself, because really the reason why you do this is it's a childhood wound, but somewhere along your development there was something that stunted it. Right? So if we want to heal this, we have to focus on your long-term development as a human being. Right? And where you were kind of stunted along the way, where you were kind of unable to develop along the way. Right? We got to heal that part of you so that you can integrate it and feel and just be more whole within yourself rather than being stuck in comparison. So I want you to notice that when you're actually comparing yourself to others, you're not doing this with your awareness in a very conscious way. It's mechanical, it's robotic, it's conditioning that's playing itself out over and over and over again, and it seems almost out of your control. Right? And what I'm saying is that by really applying your full attention to it, this is how to heal it. It's actually the avoidance of certain energies and emotions in your body and your lack of awareness of this pattern that perpetuate it, right? And you need real-time, present moment awareness, like I was mentioning earlier, watching your thoughts, watching your feelings, watching your body, getting the felt sense of connection to yourself. So I want to ask you some questions. Again, what emotions drive you to compare yourself to other people? Right? Is it a feeling of unworthiness or shame? Whatever it is. Where is this emotion actually stored in your body? Where do you actually feel it in your body? And is there any tension related to this pattern? This pattern happens basically on 3 levels. It happens on the mental, emotional, and physiological level. The mental level is, of course, that person's doing way better than me or whatever, however the, comparison manifests in the form of our thoughts. And of course we have to be aware of that, but the thoughts here are, like I said, a symptom of an underlying subconscious pattern that's actually being fueled by energy and emotions in your body. So where are the emotions stored? And you'll notice that there's discomfort there. There's pain there that needs to be addressed. Not only that, but you're actually tensing around the emotions. Your body is actually tense. Your muscles are tense. Your shoulders can be raised. Your gut's clenched. Your heart kind of feels contracted. You're not really connected to yourself. There's a struggle going on inside that needs your attention. Right? And without your attention, it's never going to actually go away. So you actually have to let the energy, feeling, and flow of sensation move through you without resistance. Let go of your resistance and your attempt to control these emotions inside of you. Right? You need to open yourself up to this pain that exists inside of you. Let go of your resistance to it and not control it. Allow it to actually come out and be seen and felt and expressed. Right? What I mean by express is allow the energy to move and be itself in your own body, and keep bringing your attention to it over and over and over again. This is a long-term project. This isn't a 5-minute solution. There is no 5-minute solution. So identify where it is in your body and bring acceptance to it with mindful attention. So basically giving it your full attention, fully feeling it and giving it acceptance. You're not fighting it. You don't want to control it. You don't resist it. And that gives you some space now from the emotion. You're not really identified with the conditioning. You're able to just kind of watch it. Right? And by continuously doing this, right, letting go of your physiological tension, the tension in your muscles, you're kind of giving it more space to express itself and move, because it's stuck there. It's kind of heavy. It's contracted. Right? You're not really allowing it to express itself. You're not allowing the energy to move and flow. So it remains stuck in this, in your body. And this pattern manifests itself over and over and over again. So you need to give these parts of you your conscious attention. There is no substitute for sustaining awareness on yourself. This is how you become conscious and heal. There's no way of healing that doesn't involve being conscious of yourself. It simply doesn't exist. There's no way around getting into your own body, really addressing this pain head on, right? This pattern of comparison is being fueled by unconscious repressed emotion, which motivates you to compare yourself to people. And now you're comparing yourself to people, and you're probably acting in certain ways that aren't genuine to you based off of this pattern. And it causes you suffering because, well, it's out of alignment with your soul, with the core of your being. Right? You're not really listening to your own deepest instincts. You're doing what your sort of more neurotic thoughts are kind of telling you to do. You're kind of just listening to everything but yourself. Right? And when I say you're listening to just what your thoughts are telling you to do, I don't mean don't think for yourself, but I mean more so that these thoughts are arising out of inner emotional and energetic sickness that needs to be processed, right? And really what I'm asking you to do is listen to your deepest intuition even more. Right? Really come into contact and acceptance with the parts of you that you avoid in this pain. This is how you heal it, not by, avoiding it in whatever way that manifests. So what are your core values? What is your life's purpose, right? Like, concern yourself with your own life path. What are you curious about? Where does your own intrinsic motivation take you? What makes you feel excited? What makes you feel happy? What makes you feel healthy? Right? Spend time in nature. Read some books. Journal. Meditate. Eat for nutrition. Don't eat to escape and avoid. Right? Cut out junk food. Meditate. Stretch. Exercise. Do the things that actually feed your long-term development. Do the things that actually allow you to fully develop, right? Because most people, right, basically as humans, we're supposed to develop fully, but along the way we get kind of stunted and we get stuck. This is how 99% of people on the planet, this is basically what happens. 95 to maybe 99%. They get stuck somewhere and they remain stuck, whether it's their beliefs, their environment, their inner psychology, their emotions, whatever, all sorts of complicated reasons for why people get stuck, but they get stuck nonetheless. You don't really want to get stuck. Focus on your long-term development by focusing on what's healthy for you. Like I said, nature, reading, writing, meditating, exercise, stretching, eating for nutrition, cutting out junk food and like very dead foods, heavy foods, right? What are the core foods that are extremely nutritious for your body? The foods that make you feel light, healthy, energized, clear, present, grounded, stable. The connections you need, get them. Find the proper friends, therapist, coach, whatever it is. Get your needs met, right, so that you can transcend them, move past them into self-actualization and self-transcendence. This is really how you solve the problem of comparing yourself to others. By getting that all those basic needs met, and then not being stuck in them, right? Freeing up your psychology, freeing up your mind and your emotions and your being, so that it doesn't remain stuck in all these old childhood patterns for the rest of your existence. That's it for this video. You can apply to work one-to-one with me. Link is in the pinned comment and the description. If you have any questions, let me know in the comment section below. Take it easy.